Dear students, here we are going to learn professional ethics. Very first definition of the professional ethic. Ethics, also known as moral philosophy, is a combination of good things and bad things that is decided by philosopher. Now, history of ethics. It is derived from Kautilya Arthashastra, or you can say Tirukula, which are our history books. Now, types of ethics, in which first one is meta ethics, normative ethics, and applied ethics. Meta-ethics is the branch of ethics that seeks to understand the nature of ethical properties or nature of ethical properties, statements, attitudes, and judgments of the person. According to Garner and Rosen, ethics is a combination of good and bad things, which are. What is the meaning of moral terms or judgments? What is the nature of moral judgments? How many moral judgments we supported or defended? These lines are discussed by Richard Garner and Rosen. Normative ethics investigates a set of questions that arise when considering how one of act morally speaking. Normative ethics can be divided into subdisciplinary or subdisciplines or moral theory and applied ethics. There are three parts. We can say normative ethics is a combination of moral theory and applied ethics. Views are virtue ethics, deontology, and teleology. Now, applied ethics. Applied ethics is a philosophical examination from a moral standpoint of a particular issue in private and public life that are matter of moral judgment. There are different ethics which are considered into applied ethics, like bioethics, which are the part of analysis of DNA, business ethics, which can consider in disciplines of business, professional ethics, which can consider as good things and bad things, machine ethics, which can consider on digital outputs, relational ethics, which can consider as a social ethics, military ethics, which can consider in very professional, like provide access rights, as well as security ethics, public service ethics, which are considering public properties of the government. Professional ethics. A professional is a vocation founded upon specialization, high education training. In professional ethics, all the persons must be properly educated and highly trained. The purpose of which suppose objective counsel and service to both to others for direct and finite composition. It is derived at Canada, which can consider the Western Reserve University. It can also encompass the professional and corporate standard of behavior aspect of professionals. Now, ethics is can consider as a combination of moral, good things, bad things, number of questions which arise in for IQ ethics. It is a psychological term. Now, component or qualities which can consider into professional ethics, like honesty, integrity, transparency, accountability, confidentiality, objectivity, respectfulness, obedience of the law. First one, we are considering honesty. We can consider honesty, that is a best example of honesty, that is Mahatma Gandhi. Now, honesty refers as a fact of moral character and denotes a positive, virtuous attributes such as integrity, truthfulness, and straightforwardness, along with the absence of lying, cheating, or thefts. There is no place of lying, cheating in the honesty. Honesty is the best policy. If I lost my honor, I lost myself. That is said by William Shakespeare. Now, integrity is related to world. Integrity is a concept of consistency of actions, values, methods, measurements, principles, expectations, and outcomes. Integrity can be regarded as the opposite of hypocrisy. The word integrity derived from the Latin adjective integer that means wholeness, transparency. Transparency is a general quality. It must be transferred for the system. All the values are equal for each and every person. It is implemented by a set of policies, practices, and procedures. It allows citizens to have accessibility, usability, utility, understandability, informativeness, and auditability of information and process held by center of authorized society or organization, that is must be equal for each and every person which are in socially or professionally connected. A lack of transparency result is in distrust and a deep sense of insecurity, said by Dalai, Dalai, Dalai Lama. Accountability, it is no to blame or to blame. It is depend on how the person is going to serve by the employee. Accountability is often used simultaneously with such a concept of answerability, blameworthiness, liability, and other team association with the expectation of account giving. It is acknowledgement and assumption of responsibility for action, products, decision, and policies, and be answerable for resulting consequence. It cannot exist without proper accounting practices. The field of accountability are, we can say, political, ethical, administration, education, individual, consistency, public or private. Now, confidentiality is the main point of the ethics, in which we can say we are not able to leak any data from our system. Confidentiality is an ethical principle of discretion association with professionals such as medicine, law, psychotherapy. In law and medicine, there exist communications between the client and professional, which are privileged communications. This confidentiality of information, a mainstream adoption of the need to know. In military, it is to the security of corporate information. Confidentiality regarding to, we can say, who is interested, which interest. Confidentiality information of can be occur with person like worker, employer, colleagues, competitors. In intelligence work, there are limits to the amount of information on one can share. Confidentiality is say objectivity of journalistic professionalism. In a journalism, objective and synopsis with neutrally. Objective is a journalism enables high accelerate news reporting and delivery, which sometimes is tension with standard of objective. It is totally related to news spreading, journalism, respect, respectfulness. It is what of said we can say give respect then get respect, or we can say give it to get it. Respect give a positive feelings of esteem for a person and conduct respective of the esteem. Respect can be specific feelings of regard for the actual qualities of the one respected. Lewd conduct is usually considered to indicate a lack of respect, disrespect, whereas action that honor somebody of sometimes something indicate respect. The opposite of respect is contempt. Respectfulness that is depend on language and hand gesture, eye gesture, etc. It can show in many languages like style in legal, official, or recognized anti-honoric forms. Honoric is a word or expressions, hand gesture like behavior or movement of hand. This is also count in form of money, which is considered as manifestation of the goodness of the wealth Lakshmi. Obedience to law. Law is a set of enforced rules under which society is governed. Number of rules are defining ethics that are considering over rules or principles which all are considered into the ethics. Law is one of the most basic social institution and one of the most necessary. Law must be followed in each and every era. The law thus establishes the rules that define a person's right and obligation. The law also sets penalties for people who violate these rules. Law is out for restrict a person. The formation of law themselves may be influenced by constitution. The law shapes policies or politics, economics, and society, etc. Obedience to law, legal subject, and legal systems. Number of laws are like international law, constitutional and administrative law, crime law, contract law, tort law, property law, equity and trust law. A system which can consider civil law, common law and equity, religious law, human law. Thank you.